Hello. I might have to talk a little bit louder than I normally do. There's a lot of noise. There's traffic noise and water noise and stuff like that going on right now. I didn't even know I was gonna end up here today when I came down to this part of town. There's a park that I used to go to. I hadn't been to it in a while, at least this portion of it right here. And yeah, I ended up actually going here about for the first time in probably 3 years at least, maybe a week before the storm hit. And yeah, this is all green, and you know, there were trees everywhere. Yeah, 1 second. There were trees everywhere, and now that's it. And that's maybe 1/100th of the damage at this particular park. If I keep walking that way, it's just like I don't know. It's just like a beach, but just like littered with trash and trees. You know, I mean, you can kind of see it. You know, right over this way. It's just all this used to be trees, and it was all green. And now, as you can see right here, it's just a beach. You know, the water level below me right here is probably somewhere around, 15 feet below me or so right now. And the water, you can see by the there's a gazebo that's right there. Well, the water level reached to right there on that gazebo. That gazebo is about even with that bridge. Actually, it's that gazebo is the top of that gazebo where it actually hit is a few feet higher than that bridge. So all of this, every bit of this that you see, the tree line, quite a few of the box cars and stuff like that over there, all of this entire valley, or this entire ravine, yeah, it was all underwater. And then over that way, I don't know, I might shoot a little bit more video at some point of some of the damage, because I mean, what you see right here, you can't even see anything. The damage that's here is literally a millionth of what the damage is. That might even be a conservative estimate. I drove through the Biltmore area of Asheville, and that's a small portion of the river. That portion of the river is maybe half as wide as this part right here, and the water level easily right here, the water level rose probably about 30 feet, and the water level over in that other area rose at least 20. And you can see through the tree is where the Vanderbilt estate is, the Biltmore estate. You can see where I mean, I know I used to drive through there all the time. You know, there's cornfields and soy fields and, you know, tomato plants and everything like that. Wheat field inside the area. That's just, it's a mud plain now. It's just, yeah, it's just barren. Because the water rose through that entire valley. You can see, like, looked out where there's normally lush green fields and stuff like that, and the entire expanse of that, which was hundreds of yards, was completely submerged. It's just, yeah, I might show some more here at some point to just kind of assess a little bit more and take it in, and help maybe just to show a few things from somebody here, like on the ground, and I'm way after the fact, you know. I'm here just taking it in, you know. It's like my mind, it's hard to contemplate what it was like, you know, when the water levels were here, when the water levels were up the way that they were. But I don't know. Yeah, I might show more, because I don't know. It might just be important for people who you know, it's one thing if you just like are seeing all like the footage and stuff. I think sometimes it might be it's helpful to see from people who are to see the footage of the areas with the people who are here, you know, and to have stories to go along with it. You know, because I haven't talked about any of the areas that that I frequent all the time. I have fond memories with it. I used to live maybe a mile that way, so I was right here in this area. I lived up on State Street in Nashville, so just a little bit further that way. And I used to go to the park over here, you know, every few days, and I'd come here, you know, every couple weeks. And it's just I don't know, it's just wild to go back through and see it, and to not even recognize it. There's a little bit of a shock aspect that I wasn't fully expecting, which is why it's a shock. But you know, you get to know an area really well. And I know a lot of areas here in Nashville, a lot of areas that got hit really hard. And this is going to be a little bit of a thing. You know, driving through them, I drove through a few of them today just to like finally make peace with it and see it and understand really fully what took place. And it's just going to be this consistent, this constant waves of emotion and grief and processing and letting go, you know, letting go of what was, you know, because right, like over this way, this is an area that was called the River Arts District in Asheville. There's a lot of old industrial buildings and stuff like that, and you can see where the water levels actually rose to the second story on a couple of those buildings. You know, I mean, easily 30 feet. Yeah, it's just, that's all, you know, about 90% of the River Arts District is gone. You know, those are all businesses and things like that, and, you know, I have memories here, you know. I took an art class down there at one of the galleries. So I wonder if JP's okay. I haven't talked to him in years, but we're not connected anymore. I don't have any social media or anything at this point. I'm gonna jump back on Instagram and maybe a couple other things now, but I haven't had Facebook in years, and I literally just started posting YouTube videos here now and haven't had Instagram. So there's some people that have seen, but that was my only connection with them, and I don't know how they're doing, if they're okay. Yeah, just to really, I don't know, I don't have much right now. It's not even like, I'm sure that they'll be processing in grief and stuff like that later. Right now it's just kind of like taking it in and sitting with it as much as I can, and just knowing that this is going to keep coming up. Whenever I see an area that I haven't seen before, that I have a strong memory and that I have a strong relationship with, that's just been, you know, irreparably changed from this whole experience, there's going to be a process associated with that. There's going to be a grieving and a letting go, and a coming to terms with what is, coming to peace with what is, you know. So at the very least, just to, you know, can be prepared for that, prepared for this taking place. God, I was so lucky. You know, I'm so blessed. I'm probably sure a few things just of like the area where I've been donating a lot of time up in Barnardsville. I'll share something up there at some point. Yeah. But for right now, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it. I think I need to just be with this for a little while, and just be with the land here for a little while, and just I don't know, pray for it, pray for everyone, pray for all of us that we take this as you know, that we move forward from this, but also take the lessons, because there's a lot of lessons here. But anyway, thanks for being open to just seeing this. Yeah. Take care, everyone. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.